So Jim, what is graphic design?
Well, graphic design or communication design touches everything we do and see. Birth certificates, billboards, Bibles, websites, wedding licenses, and oh yeah, death certificates. And the carving on your gravestone, that's also graphic design, not to be morbid or anything. At first hand, carved or printed material was done. Later, calligraphy and illuminated manuscripts evolved, and then Gutenberg's printing press enabled us to mass produce communication, but at that point, not many people could read. It's gotten a lot better.
I would say so.
Today, interactive design, screen interfaces that help people navigate through mass amounts of information and communicate to virtually any place in the world is part of graphic design. Crossover between computer science and graphic design disciplines involve UI, which is user interface, which refers to what the user sees in the moment, and the user experience, which is UX, or the experience of the user as they move through websites or mobile apps. Graphic design is the boldly directional arrows on a street sign. It's the black and gold and white of the Pittsburgh Steelers. You've heard of them, I suppose.
Oh, of course. So, how would you say that graphic design is different from painting, drawing, sculpting, or whatever is considered fine art?
Well, a graphic designer is assigned an idea and then gives it a visual reality and then sells it. So it's a fairly cut and dry process. A fine artist gets an idea, creates it in the medium of his choice, and is searching for a meaning in the work or confronting nature to create a feeling, that sort of thing. Another thing to think about is if a design lasts over 100 years, sometimes it becomes fine art. You know? Antiques become fine art. Think about an antique car, or Henry de Toulouse-Lautrec, who did posters and now all considered fine art. Alphonse Mucha, also who was a great poster artist, has become a fine artist, even though he was a graphic design person.
Since graphic design seems a little bit more market heavy, what would the role of a graphic designer be?
Well, graphic design combines words and pictures, numbers and charts, photographs and illustrations with clear thinking and a professional approach. Graphic design is an applied art and an ancient art. Simply put, it's the art of visualizing ideas.
Okay. It's really weird to think about graphic design dating all the way back past the printing press. In comm classes, we talk about how that might be the original mass media is books and printing. So it's really crazy to think about it being so involved in art at the same time.
Sure. Well, when they did illuminated manuscripts, they had to add pictures because most people couldn't read, and also they did it for the glory of God, you know. And and some of those images are just incredible, you know, and beautiful. So yes, it goes back quite a ways, and before we had the printing press, everything had to be handwritten.
Yeah, hand-drawn, handwritten, and everything done by hand.
Yes, yes. When I first started in graphic design, we didn't use computers, so all my lettering, my headlines and stuff, I hand lettered, and then we drew lines, and then the typesetter would set the type. So it's changed quite a bit. Changes drastically with the advent of the computer. It's really changed a lot.
Right. Yeah. Computers, I think, make everything so much easier, and not only business and that sort of thing, but art as well.
Easier, maybe. Maybe it stiffens it up a little bit, but the other thing is that graphic designers get a new job. A lot of them have become copywriters now. You know. So, but there's no question that the computer has enhanced the whole idea of graphic design and communication throughout the world.
Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. If you would like to see more of our content, click here or consider subscribing.